välkommen till mitt YouTube-kanal. Namn är The Mother Goblin. I wasn't going to do a November vlog. I told you all I'm not going to do a November vlog. Sorry, did you want to come in? I just really struggle with inconsistency, which is stupid and inconsistent because I'm the most inconsistent person you'll ever meet. Like, the ADHD is so strong with this one that I will literally be a different person tomorrow. Like, I'm just so inconsistent. But when it comes to my YouTube channel or you know, Instagram and stuff like that, I really struggle with things looking different, like starting something and then not finishing it, and I end up like deleting the previous things in that series because I don't want an unfinished like series of things, as opposed to, yeah, just leaving something unfinished. And so the idea of like having, I think August, I did August, September, October vlogs, and then the idea of like missing November, potentially coming back in December, or like even if I didn't do December, like I will do vlogs again at some point. And so just having this like big gap just gives me shudders in places that no one wants. No one wants to shudder, guys. This is an issue that I'm working on. It's been something I've been working on for a long time. I do have OCD, before anybody's like, oh, that sounds like OCD. I'm aware I do have OCD. Although I have a type of OCD called pure O, so the majority of like my ritualistic behaviour happens inside of my head. I'm not somebody that has to have everything like lined up in size order, or that has to turn the lights on and off a certain amount of time, you know, something like that. Like when you lock your car and you have to click your keys loads and loads of times. I'm not one of those people. I do always check my door loads of times, but I don't think that's OCD. I think that's more that I have such a terrible memory, I can't remember if I locked my door. I'm aware you don't need to tell me I've got, at this point, like, I've got the ASD, I've got the ADHD, I've got the OCD, I've got the PTSD. Like, it's a joke, do you know what I mean? This is not going to be a regular vlog because I'm burned out. This is not going to be a regular vlog. This is not going to be a regular vlog because I'm really burned out. I don't have the energy, and as awful as it sounds, I kind of don't want to be doing it, but I kind of do. I want to do the vlog 100%. What I want to be different is I want to be the type of person that can be like, well, you're burned out. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You've still got videos to post that you've previously recorded, so you can have some time off. Like, that's fine. That's what I want to be different. I want to be her, but I'm not. And so I'm like, I'm going to do the vlog. But this is not going to be like an artsy fartsy lovely shots vlog. I try and make my vlogs like, that's my kind of creative output in terms of video making. Most of my videos are just me sat chatting with natural lighting, filmed on my phone with very little editing. If there is editing, it's literally because my dog barked or because somebody drove past making too much noise. I don't like make cool jump cuts and all of that stuff. So my vlogs are my like creative output of video making, only I just don't feel like I have that in me at the moment. This intro I'm not filming at the beginning of the month. I'm filming this towards like halfway through the month. I have filmed some clips of food that I wanted to add in, but I didn't actually film the I only filmed like the boxes that the food was in. I didn't film the actual food, so like here they are. It's just not going to be fancy. Now, despite the fact that I am having this very low energy period, I'm not surprised. Like, I knew this was going to happen. I spent far too much time with people when I don't normally spend hardly any time with people, and it's just completely burned me out, and it's going to take some time to recover. But also on top of that, I need to move house, so there's just all of this like overwhelming processing that needs to be done, kind of packing my life into boxes. This is my last resort, and moving to a new place that isn't going to feel like my home. So here doesn't feel like my home. I haven't moved to the new place yet. It could all fall through. Like, all of this stuff is kind of going on in my head, and it's just very stressful, as well as feeling exhausted and like over socialized and overstimulated, and it's just a lot that's like all going on at once. So I have just been pinning and setting Ambrose's first shed since I've had him. This is not him, this is his shedded exoskeleton, and I want to try and keep as many of them as possible so that I can frame them, or at least kind of have them, document them, so I can like see the process over time, because each one obviously he'll be bigger and he will be darker in color. I'm not going to do a close-up because I botched it so badly. It's so tiny. I had to do it with this magnifying glass, and yeah, it was so difficult, and I had to glue a couple of the legs back on because they came off. Like, it was just so hard. I did a lot of research first to make sure that I was doing it properly, but yeah, really difficult. But I am glad with what I got. It's not great, but it will do. I just wanted something to document how tiny he was at one point. So I am packing up my lounge, which I do not want to do. I don't want to pack up my house. I don't want to move, but that is what is happening. So I'm doing this room. This room is gonna be the hardest because my kitchen is super basic. This is the room I kind of live in, so you can see like there is an abundance of stuff. There's too many DVDs for the DVD cabinet now. That's why I have to move, obviously. There's just stuff, you know. So I think my plan is to start with getting all the stuff off the walls, because some of it's blue tack, some of it's nails. But what I need to do is fill all the holes in and then touch up all the paintwork. So I'm going to get everything off the walls to start with. Then I'm going to put DVDs in boxes, move the DVDs away, because once the DVDs have gone, that's going to free up this whole space here that I can put boxes in front of and not need to get behind at some point. I can deal with just TV if necessary for the next few months, and I don't intend to seal the boxes. Like, if I absolutely have to, I can get DVDs out. And then probably ornaments. I've moved the TV already. My TV is normally here. That's gone up into the bedroom. I'm probably going to do ornaments next. Things like jewelry, handbags, accessories, earrings need to be left till the last minute because I use those. So, yeah. And then I guess books. Ugh. Oh God. So I'm just making boxes. I've been super lucky with boxes because I have had some from my mum, from my sister, from my friends Hannah and Hugh. Like, I haven't had to buy any boxes at this point. I may have to at some point, but I feel very, very lucky at like just the fact that people can be like, oh, here, have this for free, you know. In classic ADHD fashion, the order of things has gone completely out of the window. I've just started taking things off left, right and centre. DVDs are still here, except for that pile, which makes no sense. I started taking stuff off of the bookshelves, which I said I wasn't going to do until after, but I've started doing that. These are like boxes that have been filled. I took posters off from here, but only this one and this one. Those two can stay for now. Like, the amount of unorganized chaos in my brain is bizarre, but it will get done, just in its own unique way. And then what I've been doing is labeling the majority of what's in all the boxes. This isn't absolutely everything. There's some like little bits that I haven't mentioned, but like the things that I would probably want whilst I'm there, so I can work out when I first move where everything is and what rooms they need to be in and what needs unpacking first. This was me not knowing how to spell Ouija board. This is all I'm doing for today. I've absolutely exhausted myself. It's really not obviously great to have to do this whilst I'm burnt out, but I need to do it, so it's just one of those. But I've got everything down off the walls, everything down from the top of here. Those that you can see are the extra hand that was on here. I had to remove them because they're all going to have to come off when I take the bookshelves down. I'm really hoping that these bookshelves hold up. Like I'm going to have to take them down into pieces, but I'm not sure by the time they get to the other end and I put them back together that they're going to be stable. Especially for the amount of weight, you know, that I have on my bookshelves, because I've had them a long time. All the DVDs now in boxes. Everything has come off the walls. From over here, this bureau, this is all empty now. Everything's off the walls from here. Got Christmas presents down there, so that's going to have to stay there. These are the only things left on the wall because I need more bubble wrap before I'm going to take that off, because I've run out of bubble wrap. That needs to be in a bigger box than any of the boxes that I currently have. Again, these two bubble wrap. That one I'll leave for as long as possible because that is on Etsy. And then this room will pretty much be books. The records will obviously go with the records. My records are behind there. But yeah, I'm going to do that a different day because I just don't have it in me to do anymore. But I think I did okay for my day one. I think I did okay. I'm okay with this. I'm now going to treat myself because I have been waiting for this movie to come out for such a long time. I remember hearing about it. I think it was around the same time that Nosferatu came out at the start of the year, and I heard about the Dracula that was coming out, and I remember saying to my friend Aaron, like, this year is going to be epic for movies, and it's finally out and I can watch it on Netflix, and so I'm gonna. I thought it would be funny to give you a real look into like an ADHD mind. I paused the movie at 9 minutes 43 seconds in because I needed a drink. So I've got 3. This one is for taste. This is Moroccan mint tea. This one is for the caffeine. This is a regular breakfast tea with soy milk. And this one is for hydration. That's like Robinson squash. The movie will be paused at least 7 times whilst activities take place between now and the end of the movie. That's just how it works. 20:42, I had to pause because I decided that I absolutely could not hold it any longer and I had to go for a wee. Also, for anybody who is curious, this little bean here, this is Ambrose. He's currently in my bedroom and will be staying in my bedroom for the foreseeable future, because obviously I'm packing up my lounge, and even before packing up my lounge he moved up here just because it's warmer up here. And obviously we're moving into the colder half of the year and it's pretty important that he stays warm. Look at this little bean. Look at this. I am pure goblin and proud.
God is enough! And it is we that must amend his mistakes!
So it is 1:05:22 and I'm paused again. I had to go to the toilet because when you drink all the drinks you need all the wheeze, and now this little one wants to go for walkies, don't you? We're gonna go wee-wees? Yeah? Oh, and also for anybody who's like, oh, what's he got on his little leggy? So if you don't follow my blog, link in description bar, he recently had a scale and polish at the vet's, and that was where his little doodad went in, wasn't it, Bobba? I don't normally take Charlie out places because he likes to bark at other dogs and give everybody his opinion, but he had just come back from the vet's and he was being such a good boy, so I took him to a restaurant and he had a doggy sausage like an absolute angel, didn't you, Bubba? Yes, he did. Come on then. Come on then. Which way are you going to go then? Good boy. We have successfully paid the poop tax to the nature gods, haven't we, Bubby? Home, and it is nearly 10 p.m. and I've just remembered that I haven't eaten. I think because the doing of the lounge threw me off for my evening. So now I'm gonna cook. Just doing my washing up and putting stuff away. And I always think it's really funny how like I go through phases. So for a while, this is the only cup that I would drink hot drinks out of. It looks really old, like all of the pattern has, it was like constellations, but all of the patterns has come off from where I've like washed it so many times and scrubbed it. But this is the only cup I would deign to drink out of for ages, and now it lives at the back of my cupboard, and I'm just like, oh, I'm not drinking out of that, because now these are all the rage. I've got 2 of these, and these are the only ones I want to drink out of, unless I'm drinking my Moroccan tea, in which case I tend to have it in this one, and hot chocolate, which I have in this lovely watermelon. I sat down at the computer because I don't have like a kitchen table or anything, or a dining room table, so I sit here to eat. So I sat down here to eat, got distracted. Now I've decided I'm going to edit a little bit of my vlog, because I like to do that like throughout the month, so that it's not all in one go. This is my YouTube folder on my computer for anybody who is interested. Oh, what's happening? Okay, well, that doesn't need to be happening. This is my ideas folder. Okay, thank you. No, oh no. So hard drive is all of the ones that I've already made that I want to transfer onto my hard drive when I next plug in my hard drive. Sophie's jacket, this is all the clips that I have recorded so far of the vlog that I'm making, where I make my friend's jacket. And then this is the current vlog that I'm like got clips for. These are all the clips that I've got so far that will be going into this month. And then that was the December vlog, like ready for next month. And then these are little outros that I have. And this is just a few, this like 30 seconds or whatever. I was doing these little video clips that I put on Instagram to advertise what I've done, but I don't think I can be bothered to keep doing that, to be perfectly honest. Transferring some clips that I have on my phone over to my computer, ready for them to go into the vlog. What I have forgotten to do this month, not surprisingly, is vlog myself. I feel like I'm not going to be in this vlog much at all. Obviously it's my vlog, so I'll be in it, but like behind the camera, because there's a lot of me yakking away behind the camera. Yapping, chatting, talking. There's a lot of me talking, but behind the camera this time. So yeah, I forget to turn the camera round. I'm officially ready to watch the rest of the movie. It's a bit weird actually, like sharing this on the internet, knowing that I'm kind of exposing myself to people being like, oh, you're so annoying, that would annoy me so much. Mainly because this is something that I've always hidden from people, because it's something I've been embarrassed of. I have delayed processing, and that means that straight after witnessing something, it's not always the best time for me to discuss it. But also I find that if you don't talk about something straight away, the intensity of the experience starts to wear off. I loved it. Like, I've just texted everybody I know that I thought might be interested in it and was like, I love it, you need to watch it. Like, and I hate when people tell me I need to watch stuff. It makes me not want to watch it, but I couldn't hold myself back. I had to tell everybody about it. I have seen, I don't even know how many adaptations of Frankenstein over the years. I own a lot. There's hundreds of them. I don't own hundreds of them. I've seen a lot of them. I own even less than the ones that I've seen, but I own a lot. And it really is just one of my absolute favourites. And I think this may be my favourite adaptation that I've ever seen in my life. I'm feeling so much. And I'm having that like alexithymia reaction of not knowing what I'm feeling. And so I just feel emotional. Like I just feel moved. I feel excited and I feel satisfied and I feel like I might cry, and I don't know if that's because I'm happy at how incredible it was, or if it's because of the sadness, because of the story. Like, I don't know what it is, but it was just so incredible. It wasn't accurate to the book, but I mean, I don't think I've ever seen an adaptation of Frankenstein that were accurate to the book. I think the book, although fantastic as a book, it's not fancy. And I think it would leave a lot to be desired in movie form, because movies are fancy, you know. So it was not accurate to the book, but at the same time, it hit all the core points of the book that were necessary, that were important, you know. And it did it so beautifully. It was just the most accurate representation of the core value of Frankenstein. It was such a beautiful portrayal of the fact that the monster isn't really the monster, and it captured that narcissism of Frankenstein, who is completely unaware that he's a narcissist and that sees himself as a victim. And it was, oh my God, it was just so good. It was so beautiful. The scenery was stunning. The visuals were stunning. The costumes are incredible. I wasn't a massive fan of Mia Goth's wardrobe. Like, I know, I get it. I get the symbolism of it. I get the contrast compared to everybody else. Like, I totally get it. And I don't have any complaints. Just for me personally, I found it a bit distracting, but that's me, you know, like, I find everything distracting. But oh, it was just so, I've never felt so satisfied watching a Frankenstein movie. I only get this every now and then with films, but right now I'm having this feeling where I'm like, there are wars going on the planet right now. We have like a freaking genocide happening. There are presidents who are just willingly signing away human rights, female rights, like all of these things right now on the planet. Like, our world is obscene at the moment. And then amidst all of that, like, horrific, just awfulness, just this chaotic disaster of humanity at the moment, there is just this beautiful piece of art that I got to witness, and it's going to come out on DVD and I'm going to get to keep it. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's so, I'm not speechless because I'm speaking, but I don't feel like my words are really forming. I don't feel like I'm articulating anything about what I'm trying to say. I'm about to watch, there's also on Netflix at the moment, it's called Frankenstein, the Anatomy Lesson. I'm guessing it's behind the scenes. It's 45 minutes long, and I'm about to watch that because even though I've just watched like 2 and whatever hours of the movie, it's not enough. I want more of it. I want to be in the world. I wouldn't be surprised if I watch the movie again tomorrow. I'm just so full. I feel so filled by it. It was so good. It was so good. I do volunteer 1 day a week for a community centre, but I decided to tell them that I'm just too tired at the moment because I'm not sleeping as well. That's another thing. We'll come back to that in a minute. I'm not sleeping and I'm just too tired, and I feel like it would be much less stress for me knowing that I'm not letting people down if I'm too tired, like having to tell them once a week, oh, I'm really sorry, I'm not going to come in. So for the moment, I've said I will just get back in touch with you when I'm like doing much better. I've never been a good sleeper. Like, even as a child, I was never able to sleep properly. It's just not a strong point of mine. My head is far too active. I've done all the things. Like, it's not a case of not trying. I've been trying since I was like 6, you know, like we've spoken to doctors, we've had like therapy for it. I've tried sleeping tablets, I've tried meditation. Like I used to teach meditation courses. It's not like I don't know about these types of things. It's just the type of brain that I have is just super, super active all of the time. The best way I can sleep is with noise, so like either brown noise or something like that, or one for me that I really like is rainforest sounds, stuff like that, because that does distract me, and so the thoughts that are coming into my head constantly, they're still happening, but they're not as loud. The problem I face is that when I'm really, really tired and I'm really, really burned out, and then I can't even sleep, I end up being just awake constantly with no energy until the point that I'm at like sheer exhaustion and I literally like drop. So my sleeping pattern is not great. My sleeping pattern's never been great, but over the summer it got a lot better and I actually had like days, which was nice, whereas now I'm not really seeing daylight for the most part. I've got a few things this month I've had to do, like doctor's appointments, like dentist, different things like that. Charlie had to go to the vets, he had to have a scale and polish, so there's things that I had to get up for during the day to do, but it's just, in general, if I don't have anything on that day, like I'm not seeing daylight, which means Charlie's not seeing daylight. I mean, he is out the window, but like all of his walks for that day are in the dark, and so it is tricky, and it is something I feel very guilty about, but at the same time, this is just what it is like to be autistic and ADHD. Like it's just one of those things. I also have a chronic illness, I have a disease, like it's just, when people are like, oh, but you don't look different, oh, but you don't look sick, and it's like, okay, but I haven't seen daylight in months. I am just waiting for this video to upload and then I'm gonna get into bed. I've had a really long day. So it's like just gone 2 o'clock in the morning and I wasn't able to sleep. I'm often up till like, I'd say on average 3 is like an average time for me. Sometimes I'm still up at like 7 a.m. 3 is average, but I couldn't sleep, and so my brain was like, oh hey, why don't we go take furniture to pieces and then paint the walls? So I'm trying to be as quiet as possible because I don't want to disturb my neighbour. I'm a big believer that you should leave things how you found it. Like generally in the UK, if you're renting, those are the rules anyway. Because this place is getting sold, I was told that it didn't really matter if I like painted the walls and touched everything up, but like I just feel like I should. So where I've had nails and stuff, I've filled in these holes. Now I'm gonna touch up all the paint because it needs doing. This wall especially looks really, really rough. So yeah, I need to do that. But I'm gonna try and take this cabinet apart now because then there'll be more space in here. But it's just whether or not I can do it because I have arthritis in my hands and it's quite cold and I don't know if I'll be able to, like, you know, grip the screwdriver thingy enough to do it, so we'll see. So I've been doing this now for about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. I'm taking down the 3rd bookshelf, and it just dawned on me that that wasn't what I was supposed to do. All of my books and everything are here. All of my jewellery I've now put it, well, my necklaces, and I've only just remembered that I came down to do the painting. But that's okay, this needed doing anyway, so it's fine. It's probably better to do the painting after I've taken these down because there are bits that would need doing behind where the bookshelves were anyway. What I really want to do is get all the bookshelves down, get everything. I mean, these books need to go in boxes, but rather than just make boxes and boxes of books, which is going to be super heavy, I'm going to try and put a few books in like boxes with other stuff, you know. But I want to get everything on the edge of the room
because this is the room that my guests stay in when guests come to stay. So I'm probably going to have guests at some point. I mean, I don't have guests that often, but potentially guests at some point before I move, because it could be another couple of months. I'm going to leave it there for this evening, or this morning, or whatever you want to call it. All the bookshelves, DVD shelves are down. I could hear my neighbour walking around. She may have just gone to the bathroom, but I don't know if I was waking her up, so I'm going to leave it there. This is the only thing in here now that needs to come to pieces. Although actually I might leave it. It's not really offensive together, is it? That could easily go down my stairs. My problem is, if I show you my staircase, my stairs are like, I don't know how well you can see this. My stairs go round this corner and the ceiling is low. So to get furniture out is very, very difficult. The sofa had to come in through the window and is probably going to have to go back out through the window. And realistically, the bookshelves could have gone out the window too, but it's just a hassle, isn't it? Hassle, hassle, hassle. So yeah, I'll probably leave that together. So now what I need to do in here is paint the walls. I filled in some of the extra holes that I found that were behind the bookshelves. So paint the walls tomorrow. Well, I say tomorrow, probably lying to you, but paint the walls. And then I just want to kind of generally tidy up in here so that there is space. Yeah, for an airbed if somebody did want to stay over, because I can move this and this bench, stand it on end, put it in that corner, and then there is space here because my airbed is a double airbed. And yeah, then books. Good morning, everyone. This is our morning. We managed to wake up a little bit earlier today. The street lamps are on, but it's only like 4 something at the moment, so it's not technically evening. You can see the sky. It's not dark, it's just not daytime. Look at all the leaves. I love leaves. So I just looked online and the sunset today was at 4:24 p.m. and I'm interested to know at what time is your sunset wherever you are in the world, because I find it absolutely fascinating that, you know, different countries have completely different weather. Don't even get me started on the different hemispheres, because that does something to my brain that I can't even put into words. But yeah, the fact that like someone who lives in Florida can have a completely different sunset time and like weather and all of that stuff, or someone that lives in San Francisco, and I think the ones that fascinate me the most are the Nordic countries, like Finland, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, Iceland, Faroe Islands. Like, I just find it absolutely fascinating, because I know that there is, especially in Finland, I used to know a lovely Finnish family, and they would always say that in Finland it's just dark all the time. Like when it gets the darker half of the year, they just don't really see a lot of sun. It's the next evening and I need to sort this room out, because this is my dog's favourite place. He loves to sit in that window and watch all the people, and right now he can't because it's not safe. So I need to paint, let that dry, get all the furniture to the outside of the room, sort out any bits like hoover, and just sort out anything, make sure everything's nice and safe for him, and then he can finally come back into his favourite place. I have just finished the first coat of all the touching up on the white. Well, I say all, it's not all. There's a few places I can't reach. Like I can't do the green wall until I've moved all the books and stuff, but I've done around here. And I've done what I can do over here, but until I move the plants and everything, which I'm not going to do until my friend Aaron is going to have the biggies, I can't get up there. So just seems stupid to pull everything out just to put it back again. So yeah, but I'm happy. I think there are some places I'm going to have to go over twice. And I know some people are going to be like, you're absolutely mad. I can't believe you're doing all this work when you don't have to. The building's being sold. They're probably going to paint it a different colour anyway. Like, I get it. I totally get it. But I just feel like I try and think about how I would feel, right? And if I was buying a building... chances are I'm not going to have loads of money left over to decorate, or certainly not for a long time. And so the idea of moving in somewhere with white walls that look dirty or that have loads of holes in from where someone's had pictures up and stuff, and spending all that money to buy a place and then being like, oh, but before I feel comfortable being in it, I've got to spend a load more money and do a load more stuff. Like, I've got the paint, you know, so I have the paint because I was the one that painted these walls, because when I moved in, there was a huge leak in the roof and the whole roof had to be redone. I didn't do it, the landlord did it, but the landlord didn't know, and so everything got really damp upstairs in my bedroom and down here, so both rooms needed repainting and I just painted them white. So I've still got leftover paint from that, so why wouldn't I? You know, why wouldn't you do something to make someone else's life easier when you can? I would absolutely love it if somebody did that for me. So I think I'm going to leave the video here. Sorry it hasn't been overly exciting this time, but it is what it is. This is just what I'm like when I'm burnt out. I've actually done an insane amount, to be honest, considering I'm burnt out. There will be, I believe, a few videos still to go up on my channel. This way, Bubba. And those are videos that I've already filmed, assuming that I haven't put them up by the time I post this video. And then when I come back, hopefully I'll be right as rain. Thought I'd give you a nice, pretty church shot. Lovely.